welcome to PlayPSVR2, the podcast. We're back. You missed it? Alex, did you miss me?
I missed you. I missed you. I missed it. I missed you.
I didn't miss you because while we have been gone, I have been bettering myself, Alex. You know I'm not a big reader, right? I'm just not. I don't read. So this
You don't
week,
know how. You don't know. Just call a spade a spade. You don't know how to read.
I don't know how to read, and it hurts. But here's the thing. New Year's resolution was to read more books, do less, play less VR, do less podcasts, read more books. So I go to the library, had to get a whole library card, and I was like, hey, I need a book about small penises. And the librarian sits and she's like, let me check the computer and let me see. And she's like, I'm not sure if it's in yet. And I was like, yep, that's the one. Boom! That's it. You like that? That's now 2 jokes about libraries, wieners, and books. I mean, that's pretty good. Pretty good.
Did you come up with that joke yourself, Adam?
No,
Okay.
no.
That was real. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I did. I got one for you. You want one? You want one that I made myself? Your mother's selfish. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. Why?
Yeah, she's selfish because she's got her body all to herself all the time. I just want it for one night. Oh, get it? I want it for you don't even get it. This is why we had to come back to play PSVR2, the podcast, because I need people to listen to these fire jokes because Alex doesn't even understand them. I want your mom's body. That's the joke.
Yeah, that was obvious. I don't get the great, Adam.
That's the joke. It's a good joke. We have a full episode today. We want to talk about Underdogs. It is the highest rated PSVR2 game on the market in the PlayStation Store. It doesn't mean it's mine. Alex played Age. He'd been telling me about it for weeks. Can you convince me to play it? We've got beans. We've got announcements. We've got sales. I'm going to buy a game, but who decides what game I buy? That is what's on the table. Alex, I mean, what's it like? We've been playing so much Gaming is in Session and other kind of more flat games. What's it been like to hop back into VR and get lubed up for this episode?
Lubed up for the episode. It's been good. I mean, I don't know why. I guess I don't have that much bandwidth to play too many games at the same time, but we kind of had a little bit of free time there, and we weren't playing a game for the pod after Split Fiction. And so I had bought Age when it came out, and so I started playing it, and it was just nice to be in VR again. And maybe it's like Age is one of the better games that have come out in VR in a long time, but I don't know, man. There's just that feeling of like being totally surrounded by the game and not like looking at a TV and having like that one-to-one motion with your hands and stuff. It just feels good, man. It feels good. How about you? That was one of my concerns with you playing, jumping in, playing VR with Underdogs, that you might get in there and be like, VR sucks. I don't like VR. I was hoping you'd feel the magic again.
Well, so as I crack open my gamer juice, which is Vita Life Strawberry Vanilla Prebiotic Soda, I don't know why I keep buying these. The thing is, this grocery, they are so psychologically advanced, and it's warfare when you walk into the groceries. They know I'm walking in thirsty. They know I'm walking in hungry. So they put all their worst products right up front, and I'm so desperate to get something to drink or eat, I buy it. So this is how I end up with this crap. I never like it. Strawberry vanilla is going to taste like balls, isn't it? Everything that's prebiotic is just, oh my, that's a tough can. That was a tough can. Okay, let's try it. Wow, it's actually not that bad.
Does it taste like strawberry ice cream? That's what strawberry vanilla sounds like to me. It would be strawberry ice cream.
Yeah, it does. It could be a little colder. I got it out of the fridge. I don't know why but it's got the aftertaste of the little prebiotic crap, but it isn't bad. I'm also wondering how this is going to go. You may have to carry the episode, Alex, because I ate a whole pizza today. And I don't know if you should be eating an entire pizza and then downing a prebiotic soda. Uh,
What's the prebiotic going to do to your body trying to digest pizza? Is it going to give you diarrhea?
yeah, I've done it once and it didn't go great. And then I didn't think about it until just it's been long enough. I might be all right. Anyhow, so as I'm gonna sip on
I
this, what's your gamer juice?
So Adam, I got a question for you. What kind of fruit are you?
Dang, that's
Lemon.
bad. I think I'm a strawberry vanilla. That's what I
Okay. All right. I had the option of lemon or strawberry. We're going with the lemon. This is called negative 196. So when I was living in Japan, there were these drinks called Strong Zero, which was like a vodka seltzer drink in a can that I can't get here. This was one of their competing brands that I never really tried there called negative 196. I'm not sure what that is. I guess it's the temperature that something freezes. Um, but yeah, this is strawberry vodka seltzer from Japan. Suntory, baby.
So where did you get? So they sell in America, but the other brand you used to drink does not sell in America.
Yeah, I can't find it in America. I've tried to. I've tried to like import it and I can't.
Oh, well, no. Oh, let's see. Let's see.
It's very sweet. This thing must have an insane amount of sugar. It
Well,
real whole fruit, frozen and crushed at negative 196 degrees Celsius using a proprietary Japanese process, and then infused with premium vodka.
well, I have only 5 grams of sugar, so suck on that.
Oh wait, this says only 3 grams of sugar. Why is it so
Oh,
sweet?
I gotta eat a bean now. Actually, no, you gotta eat a bean because you need to match my sugar intake.
Well,
Anyhow,
I have another one here for segment two, so I'll be 1 gram over you.
oh, okay. So what I did is I played Underdogs first, and then I I see your point of being concerned at VR. I think VR is still special. I still can see the concern about the games not being great. But what I
Yeah,
did to counteract that is today I went to the some of the big hitters. So I went to the games I know I like. Take a guess. What games do you think I played?
synapse.
Nailed it. Fantastic. Fantastic.
It's so good.
It's
That I hopped into that game after a long time, and I was just like, I can't believe we get to play this. It's so good.
yeah, yeah. Okay. What's another one?
Oh man, for PSVR, PSVR2, right? Because you can't.
Yeah.
Res.
You know, I didn't play Res. It's about time. I need to play Res once a year at least.
Yeah.
I'm due, but no, it wasn't Res.
Runner.
No. Tennis on court.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it did very good. Like it has its limitations, but something about it. I think we need more sports games in VR, and I don't mean racket games, sports games. Because one thing I really like about tennis on court is it actually adds. It sounds stupid, but it adds the pressure like you're playing a sport.
Hmm.
Like when I'm down, I was up 40 love and then I started choking and now it's tied 40-40. Like I feel pressure like, oh, I'm choking. I need to like there's some visceral response there that's really good. The other thing that happens, maybe you'll disagree, I feel like in a sports game, it's more performance based. Like if I miss that ball, I miss that read, I hit it at the wrong angle, that's on me. That's like I did poorly. It's nothing about the game.
Yeah.
Whereas sometimes if you play Synapse or you play Underdogs and I'm like it's too hard. Like that's unfair. That's not on I'm not saying it's right, but the way I view it is that's not on me. The game is unfair. They set it up to kind of rig it against you. You don't get
Yeah.
that with sports games. It's like, oh, that's on me. I messed up.
I
So,
think
you know,
I think you're right. You make a good. It's like if you're bad at a normal sports video game, you could be bad just because you're bad at games, right? Or you're bad at that type of game, or you're
sure.
not good at that game. If you're playing a normal VR, you're playing a normal VR game like Underdogs or something like that, and you're not doing good at it, it might just be that you're bad at that type of game. But what you're saying is like tennis on court. If you're good at tennis on court, it might be that it's because you're good at tennis. And if you're bad at tennis on court, it might be because you're bad at tennis. I mean, this is a similar kind of thing with. Did you ever play Rock Band back in the day?
I was more of a Guitar Hero guy, but I did play a little Rock Band, sure.
Yeah, they had the drums, and like I have a friend who's a drummer, and like it took him no time to be like on expert in Rock Band playing the drum mode
Yeah,
because he
yeah.
was a good drummer, and so like the moves and things made sense to him, and it was just like I do like that. It's not just how you engage with the game. It's like if you actually have skill, that's going to make you better. So yeah,
Yeah.
I see what you
It-
mean.
it- so that's cool. I enjoyed that. I also played what was Sea Smash. I mean,
Yeah.
good game. Good game. It was fun, very chill. I also played a little Tin Hearts, which maybe I could talk about a little later. A puzzle game. Hadn't played it before, and it had some of that magic in there, some of the indie magic where it's like puzzle wise, like the puzzles aren't great, but they're making the puzzles feel like you're doing something more grand than doing a
Hmm.
puzzle. Like there's some added benefit.
Gravity.
Exactly, exactly. That's the word, gravity to it, and that's cool. That's cool, and you don't really feel that in flat games. So yeah, so that's where I played. Some of it definitely good stuff. Where do we want it? Well, we'll begin with fan shout outs, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
We are lucky to have one of our earliest fans. The thing is, it's a little interesting because it's that guy is Will, but his new venture is just that guy Will. Where'd the is go, Will? Regardless, homeboy, look at this. He's got comic books with his name on it. We'll put some link or a QR code or something up to his little channel. Alex, he was kind enough to send us both some. Do you have yours handy? I wanted to see who has the highest.
Oh, it's got the is that's the exclusive Virgin
That's
um
right.
Ju-
Jugamoon.
Junghoon Yoon exclusive Virgin. I'm
Yeah.
number two
Here's what we do. Wait,
251. I'm
wait, wait,
251
wait.
out of it.
You didn't say the number yet, have you?
I did. Maybe you didn't hear it. Okay.
Okay. Well, it's gonna ruin it. We should eat a bean right here. Oh, dang it, it's gonna ruin it though.
I
Because
have I have
how
I
about
have
the
the
other
other
one? We'll read the other one, right? You
yeah.
haven't seen it yet. If it's whoever has the higher number eats the bean or lower. I don't know which
Who-
one is better.
Whoever has the higher number eats the bean. Because I
Okay.
have the like the lower number would be like you have the more original one.
Okay. So now we're looking at the Jugan Yoon exclusive trade. This is for a bean. I have 1562 out of 3,000.
I thought I scammed you, Adam. I thought it for sure you'd be eating a bean. I got 2252 out of
Oh,
3,000.
yes, yes,
Because
Will, yes.
because the other one I had 251 and you have like 900. So I thought I was way ahead of you.
Woo! Well, as Alex freaking eats this bean, I'm going to tell you what this comic book's about and why you should hook up our
Can
man.
you yeah, spin for me? Damn it.
Oh, that's gold. That wasn't a very good spin. Oh, you're cooked. It's not barf, but it's burnt rubber. Oh, burnt rubber is bad. Have you had that one yet?
Yeah, it hurts my stomach.
Yeah, maybe that vodka seltzer.
Yeah.
Oh, so anyhow, our boy, I don't know anything about comics. I'm going to be honest. I just wanted this because Will's name is on it. Apparently, Will is Spider-Man, just so you know. So I opened this bad boy up. First of all, this kind of in a way looks like Will. And so Will is in a job interview. And then let's see, Will gets hit on by an old lady. She finds him very attractive. And literally, she is coming on to him. Look, how's that being, Alex?
It's a very bad burnt rubber.
Dude, that's nasty, right? It's nasty. It's also nasty Will's moves because he now turns into Spider-Man and then he's kicking a bad boy's butt. On this one page, it looks like he was pleasuring the old lady, which is an interesting thing. Then, where is it? Will meets, what did you call this guy, Alex?
Oh, Wiener Beam.
Yeah, Wiener Beam. So that's who I guess is in this episode, Will, aka Spider-Man's villain. And then let's see, there was something else at the end that I really liked too. Oh, I don't remember. Will got dirty. Hey, it's kind of funny. It looks like Will. It is Will. Will is Spider-Man. But shout out to Will. Like I said, I'm gonna put his whatnot and all of his little credentials. We'll put in the description, maybe also in the video. Thanks for sending us some merch, dude. We missed playing with you in VR, but sometimes life happens. You're going to doing your own thing. I'm not gonna get into it. They can look you up. So, Alex, this is fantastic. What a start. Burnt rubber.
Yeah.
How far away is it from barf? Like, I don't think it's barf level, but it's not good.
Barf ruins your day. Burnt rubber ruins your like hour. So like I'm not feeling good for the rest of this podcast is basically what I'm saying. Um,
Nice. Nice.
hopefully I don't have to eat another bean. That was bad news.
Thank you, Will. I mean, what a yeah, well, that is absolutely freaking incredible. Okay, so Alex, let's get into it. I want to start with Underdogs. This is a game that one, like I said, highest rated on PlayStation Store. We did receive, well, I received a review copy from Perp Games. Thank you. I'm not going to take it easy on you, but I appreciate the hookup. Alex bought the game on his own dime. Perp Games is the publisher. One Hamza was the developer, and ultimately, this you as the character you enter into a mech. There's underground mech fights. You're fighting dogs, robots. There's a whole plethora of enemies, and that you're using VR, like you're actually swinging. There's different weapons. It's more of a roguelike. So after each little iteration of fighting enemies, you can upgrade your weapons or get new weapons. And they do a good job at mixing it up to where it's not like every iteration you're fixing your mech and then you buy something and then it's kind of random, right? So
Yeah.
there were pieces after the iterations where I couldn't fix my mech at all because that wasn't an option, which actually is pretty tough. So it adds a little variety in there. What else would you highlight, Alex? Like I wanted to do a high level overview, not get too specific yet, but anything else you think is important as an introduction to the game?
I will say the whole like theme of the game is this like underground British like hip hop theme, which comes out in the way the characters talk to each other and stuff, and comes out in the story and like the chatter that you hear on the radio when you're fighting and stuff. At first, it put me off. Like initially, it put me off, but after playing the game for like 10 minutes, I was kind of vibing with it, surprisingly. So I just say that because I had a quick reversal on my opinion of that part of the game. Um,
I really do like the art style. So as you
yeah,
suggested, it's very much like a underground Street Fighter vibe, and the art style, the even just the character design, the way they act, it's very. What's a better way to describe that theme? Maybe just underground is the best way to describe
it's
it.
grimy, it's gritty. You're not meeting with like the best of people, right? Like after a fight or before a fight even, you'll like go to a shop and it's kind of random what shop you go to and different shops do different things and like you can buy from the shop, you can roll the dice and steal from the shop. You can go out and explore and if you do that, you have like a chance of like getting busted by people and you get into a street fight, which you don't actually play, but like you again might win the fight, might lose the fight. People are dying in the game, so there's killing and there's bad language and it's a very gritty game in that sense.
Which
But yeah, the art,
as I said, I really like. There's no other game that I've played in VR, even PSVR wise, that reminds me of this. So it really stands out in that manner.
mhm,
And they did a really good job at following through. Like it's not half baked. Sometimes
right.
you see developers they try to make it a little adult themed, but they stop short because it's probably a decent sized risk, right? But they went for it and it lands, if I have to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's like comic book. It's like a kind of a animated comic book in terms of presentation of the story. So it's like 2D slide,
Yeah.
kind of moving around and stuff. And at first that makes you feel like maybe they didn't put much effort into it, but I think they put more effort into like the writing and the story in general rather than making I'd rather than put the effort into the actual gameplay than like cut scenes or something like that I ultimately am going to be skipping past anyways because it's a roguelike because I'm seeing them all the time.
Yeah, sure. So the premise, really, the plot is your brother. I don't know all the details because you see it once, right? And then,
Yeah.
so your brother got, I don't know if he was abducted, taken to the city, you need to go get him, but to get to the city, it's like locked down. So he has to go through this underground fighting ring using mechs and rise through the ranks to ultimately get into the city to save his brother.
Well,
So,
no, it's you're with your brother. Your brother's like, he works
oh,
with you setting up fights and stuff. He's the guy talking to you in the radio. Your brother has like some cybernetic thing in his brain and it's been hacked and it's messing up. And so the only way to get it fixed is to get into the city and find somebody who can fix it. But the only way in the city that you have to get into the city is through this underground mech fighting thing. And if you win, then you should be able to get into the city and find somebody who can fix whatever's messing up, whatever's potentially going to mess up your brother's brain.
wow. I totally missed that. Good thing is, it's a roguelike and you do a lot of combat. I know the combat, which I guess is the crap that matters,
Yeah.
but I definitely. The beginning is also, I felt it was a little hard to follow. Like, I had to read things a couple times to like fully under. But a lot of games are like that. That's not just this game. When you're
Yeah.
just thrown into an environment, and one thing I like is that they don't draw it out. Unlike Kingdom Hearts, you don't have 20 minutes of cutscenes and crap to read to begin the game. They throw you in there, but sometimes it can be little disorienting. So the big thing is the combat, right? The roguelike mech fighting. And this is what I think we're just gonna hop into it. Like I said, I like the art style and I like the roguelike aspect of the game. You go in, you're in this arena, and there are multiple different waves of enemies coming at you. Initially, you start with just two punching arms, essentially. And then as you go through rounds of fighting, as Alex suggested, it's random, but at points for each round you win, you get a new piece of your mech, and I think it's totally randomized. And then you can also use the money that you earn to buy things in the shop. There's different where you can like search dead bodies, and they have parts and things for your mech. But then you roll the dice, and if you keep searching over and over and over, you may get caught. Sometimes fans give you just like boxes. Sometimes you get in fights. So there's different ways to get new parts of your mech. This could be new weapons, it could be add-ons, it could be upgrades. And that I like that because it makes every run different. Did you find that to be slow? Do you like that aspect of a game, Alex, or would you prefer just to have like a hard set game and you gotta beat it?
I mean, for a roguelike, right? I mean, the whole reason you do a roguelike is you don't have the resources to make a full-length game, right? So it's a way of kind of like forcing somebody to replay the same parts with some variation. But I think this does it pretty well because every time you die, it will immediately start you at the beginning of a new run. And they'll randomize what you start off with like your starting weapons at the very least. So you like you said, you start off with the two balls and so you just punch. Um, but pretty soon you get like one hand, you get like a grabber hand, or you'll get like a hand, like a claw that launches out and grabs things far away, or you get like a buzz saw hand, things like that. And so it adds variety to the fight because like I'm gonna be fighting differently if I have two like punching hands than if I have like a buzz saw hand and a claw hand. And it changes up the way you play. Now, one thing you didn't mention, Adam, and it's really important, is the locomotion in this game. The way you move in this
I was
game is
gonna
that
get
the
into
gorilla
it. I
style.
was,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Well,
so,
uh, let's wait. Let's talk about the weapon
okay.
because
Okay.
that's where my first complaint comes in. Actually, some of the weapons I feel like are the rare weapons. So obviously, the more you play, the more iterations you run through, you get more rare weapons. And it's again, it's by chance. I have unlocked I have the ball that's just the fist. I've gotten the claw that's connected to your arm. I've gotten the claw that you can shoot out. I've gotten a meat cleaver. I've gotten a buzz saw. I've gotten the hand that's like a ball and chain, kind
Mhm.
of. And I feel like there was one more I had, and I can't remember what it
You got a
was.
buzz. You got the buzz saw. Okay.
Yep, I definitely got the buzzsaw.
There's like a nail gun or something like that.
I had one more, but the issue is the rare weapons, like they're not much better. Like you look at the stats, and I see that the physical damage is higher, so it makes you think like, oh, the I don't know, the buzzsaw or the meat cleaver is better than just the punching hand. But when you actually use it, those increased stats don't really you don't feel the impact of them. It still takes a long time to kill even some of the weakest enemies. Like if I have to chop them 4 times compared to 5 punches, like that's not a rare weapon. Who cares? Like each one does have its advantages and disadvantages, but if I play a long time and I get a rare weapon, make it worth that, getting it. Now, honestly, I hope I don't get rare weapons because most of the rare ones, I hate the buzzsaw. I don't like the ball and chain. The grabber is my favorite. I use the grabber and I use the fist. If I get to choose what I want, those two things, because I grab the enemies and then I bash them in. You get anything else, in my opinion, you're screwed. Like, so what's your favorite weapon? Or do you agree with my take?
I mean, right now that's my favorite is the grabber and the punching. Just because I mean, of course I like the punching, but the buzzsaw was fun. The issue with the buzzsaw was that like I would be kind of locked into doing something for a long time because it wasn't very fast to kill the enemy. But like if you're going one on one and you can get a hold of them and then buzzsaw them, then that works really well. Now I think the thing that I'm probably not experienced enough with it yet to really pull off, and maybe you didn't pick up on it, was that I do think that there's like a rather sophisticated system going on with the damage. I read that like you can dismember the enemies even when you're not like killing them. So like if you have the hatchet, you could probably cut off somebody's leg or arm or something like that. Um, and there's elements of like the buzz saw that like as you like get that saw deeper, it'll do more damage. And then the other thing with like the grabber, like the remote grabber is really good. It's not good for like picking up the enemy and like punching them and stuff, but it's really good for like grabbing. There's like garbage in the arena you can pick up and throw, and that can be good because there's some enemies that are like electrified, or there's enemies that like you don't want to stay close to them long because they'll grab you and really do a lot of damage. Like those dogs that have chainsaws for heads. Like sometimes they have armor and the only thing you can hit is their head, but they have chainsaw for heads. So when you punch them, they bite down and they do a lot of damage. Well, if I can pick them up and grab them remotely and throw them into the wall, or if I can grab the explosive tank and throw the explosive tank at them or throw another enemy at them, then that's helpful. So I'm not experienced enough yet to see anything better than just like a grabber and a good fist. But that's why I like it being a roguelike, is you start every run you start, you kind of have a different loadout, and it forces you to like come to grips with these different weapons and how you can kind of maximize them so that you can get deeper in the run and then get whatever loadout you want.
Yeah, I mean I guess ultimately with the weapons, the positive is that there's a lot of different ways to play. I think we've elaborated a few different strategies you have to employ based on the weapons that you're given or that you pick up. So that's a good thing. But then I like part of the reason I like
Oh,
roguelites that I've played in the past is you unlock things that make you better. I feel like I'm not getting better the more I play. It's like, oh, now
one
with the buzzsaw, I'm worse than if I had the grabber and the fist, which are the first two things you get. So I don't love that. But one thing you mentioned the movement. So let's cover that because this, I have to be honest, I think is absolute trash. Dog water. This game would be so much better if it let me use the analog sticks. Just let me have the option. You may want to default it to where, what is it? You use R and L1 and you move your arms, and then that moves your mech. That
You
is,
got to grab the ground and like push to
yeah.
move, and you can do it with one hand or two hands. If you do it with two hands, it's actually an attack and it'll bash the enemies too. But yeah, that's the locomotion here. Now turning, you can turn with the analog sticks just
Yeah.
fine, but moving around, you have to use grab the ground and move that way.
Which I hate. I mean, now it's intuitive enough. Like I know to do it, but it takes you out of position to attack, and it's hard to move accurately, especially in the heat of battle when you're in that second round of fights and these things are coming at you nonstop and you're having to like constantly move while also attacking, and it doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel good. I would much rather have the option to use the analog sticks because I feel like I would be much better at the game and I would enjoy it more. Like it doesn't add to me any enjoyment by having to use the swiping of your arms to move. Do you disagree? Do you like that mechanic?
I mean, I don't love it, but I see why they do it because the game would be way too easy if I could use the analog sticks to move. Because the reason is when you're moving, when you have to use your arms to move. that means you can't be moving and attacking at the same time. So you have to make sure you're positioning yourself well. Like if I could just move the analog stick and then throw punches while I'm moving the analog stick, I'm invincible. Nothing's ever going to hit me because I'm just constantly moving and punching at the same time. But now I have to learn like a deeper skill set of like grabbing, sliding, and then punching while I'm sliding or something like that. And it makes me really feel like I'm in control of a mech as opposed to just looking like I'm in control of a mech and walking
But
around with
a
an
mech,
analog
if
stick.
you were in a real mech, you wouldn't be grabbing the ground and pushing yourself. The thing is, that's in legs. You look at those
Yeah, but the
Pokemon that
legs
has
the legs
legs.
aren't strong enough to walk you around. I mean, there's numerous reasons why they might have done this. I mean, I know one is like it's better for like motion sickness and stuff like that. But I think
I
it's
don't
just
care. It was a bad decision. It's not fun. Like maybe you have reasons, but they're not good reasons. They messed up. That's my
I
opinion.
think I just it's like saying I think all games should allow me to fly. No, there's a reason you can't fly in every game. It's going to make the game trivial. If you could walk around with an analog stick, it would make this game trivial.
No, it would make it fun and more worth playing.
No,
That's
it
what
would make
it
it fun
would
for
do.
you because you only like it if a game hands you victory on a silver platter. This you actually
Yeah,
have to learn the mechanics and have some nuance and have some thought and some skill develop with the mechanics.
bull crap.
I wish
Bull
there was.
crap.
Here's one thing. I wish there was multiplayer in the game so I could beat your ass.
I do win. That's another thing. Why is there no multiplayer? That would be really fun. It doesn't have to be a whole thing, just a 1v1 multiplayer. And I know this was it out for is
It's
it
out on Quest, yeah.
so like it's been I don't know how long it's been out, but I'm surprised they haven't come out with that.
I'm looking it
Because
up right now.
I mean, if people really love this game, so I feel like that would be a very welcome addition. There's going to be enough people to play multiplayer. It's not like one of those games where you would hop on and there's no one to play. I mean, I'm not devastated there's no multiplayer, but it would have been nice. What are
So
you
they say they're working on it. They say they're working on it.
okay? I mean, okay, cool. That would be nice. The other issue I had with some of the combat, I just feel like in general I'm not doing enough damage. I've already mentioned the weapons, like as you get rare weapons, it should be easier to kill enemies, but also the game it makes a difference on how hard you swipe. As you go through the tutorial, they're like one, you can't do jabs. You've got to kind of do a hook, like if you were
Yeah.
boxing. And the harder you swing, the more damage it does. So it incentivizes you to position yourself, time yourself up well, and then really friggin' clobber them. The issue I have with that is it feels awkward because your reach in the game is farther than your reach in real life. So I struggle with knowing when I'm close enough or too close or too far away. And then when you do, like tonight, I just absolutely went ham. I was like, I'm going to punch as hard as I can. It doesn't do that much different. Like, is there a damage increase? Yes, but it's not that much. When you're punching that hard, it then throws you off. Like you're off balance. You're
Like real
bumping off.
fighting. Like real fighting.
I I mean maybe yeah, but I don't like it.
So
And
the game has like a slider, and you can see it in your cockpit on the right and left side. There's a slider telling you how hard you're punching when you throw a punch. If you throw a full punch, because it calculates based on like how far your arms have moved, and like how fast they move. And so if you throw really fast and for a long distance, you'll get double the damage that your hand is rated to deliver, which I didn't know. I've been throwing jabs. I throw jabs fast enough to where it triggers a thing, but they're not doing a ton of damage, but that makes sense. It's just a jab, but it keeps the enemies at bay. But now I got to start playing and really swinging haymakers because that's how you're supposed to be playing this game. So I got to rethink my approach a little bit. But
I struggle with. Let's talk about the very first level, okay? Very first level, you have these little enemies.
the
They're the
roaches,
first
yeah.
enemies in the game. They're small. In my opinion, if you go up, you time it well, and you destroy them, it should be a one-hit kill. They should be gone. But they're not. You've got to do it like twice. And then they shoot like six enemies at you. It's just you don't do enough damage because if I felt like if I destroyed them with a single punch and they exploded or something, that would incentivize me like, dang, that's freaking cool. I want to do that. But now, oh, I throw three regular punches or two really hard punches, why throw the two hard punches? It's not worth it. So I don't know. I feel like a missed opportunity. I don't like that either. Then this is gonna run into segment two for sure. I'll get this out of the way. That way Alex can make fun of me. It's real hard. I mean, like I've gotten to the second, so it's set up to where, what do you call it, Alex? Um, like a circuit. Like you have the first circuit, obviously the first round
Yep.
of fights, and then there's a boss fight, which is pretty cool. And then you go to the second circuit. I've gotten three or four into the second circuit, and I mean, I was really pushing it, and I was like really trying. I don't know how I'm supposed to. Something has to happen. I haven't gotten weapons, or there's a piece of the game I don't understand. Like, there's no way you can keep going. I don't, or maybe I suck. It's just really hard, which, I mean, other roguelikes, I like the roguelikes that each round you get better. And unless you mess up, you do get a little farther. Just like Hades, right? Loved Hades, and it set it up to where every time you died, you did come back a little better. Not dramatically better. Here, I've only gotten that far once. I've gotten to the second circuit three times, but a lot of the times I die in the first circuit still. And it depends on the weapons you get. And I know that's part of the roguelike, but it makes me feel like I'm never going to beat this game. I don't even know how many circuits there are. I could have looked it up. Do you feel like it's difficult?
It is difficult. I mean, you unlock new things that are then available at the start of your next run, like to potentially be
I've already told
purchased.
you they suck. I don't want those.
Not no, some of the things are like a better arm that has like double the health of a normal arm or something like that.
Yeah.
Um, and then like I found a new punch it is a fist just like the other one, but it does way more damage if you have like do headshots, which is like okay, I can do a lot of damage now. So those things are now unlocked. But I'm just doing better because I'm just understanding the game more, which is my favorite type of game progression that you just understand the mechanics more. But Adam, let's kick this into segment two. I got to argue with more about this game because you're so wrong. You're so wrong.
I'm never wrong. That's why this podcast is great because you eat beans and I get comic books and sip prebiotic soda. We're gonna be back. I'm gonna think of more mom jokes. Your freaking mom is selfish, you jerk. It's segment two. We know you're still there. We know you can't get enough. Neither can Alex's mom. We're talking underdogs still. The last thing I'm going to highlight before Alex comes in here and he feels and he tells me, I'm going to redo it. What do you call it?
Yeah, you sounded like an ass. You sounded like an
Yeah.
ass, not just for your opinions this time.
Yeah. Why didn't you stop me?
I didn't notice.
You suck. Okay. We're back. Play PSVR2, the podcast. We are talking underdogs, and we're finishing up. Before Alex starts to go on his huge rant on why he thinks I'm wrong and why this game truly is great, I've got a couple more complaints. Really, one big one. The issue, Alex, I have with the game, there's some things I certainly like. There's some things I've already highlighted I don't like. The number one thing is that I just don't really have fun. Like, it's got some of the foundational blocks to be fun, but it doesn't deliver. After, I don't know, 15 minutes, I'm like, I don't want to keep playing. In the beginning, when I first started playing the game, I tried to play in long spurts, hour-long spurts, and I just couldn't do it. Like, I was having a horrible time. I was bored. I wasn't having fun. So then I started splitting it up into having two rounds of battles and stopping, playing something else, or stop playing a game altogether. Come back a few hours later, that made it a little more enjoyable. But to me, and this is certainly a personal preference, that's like that's just I don't enjoy the game. Like that's the key. If I have to break it up because I'm not having fun and I have to play that way for it to be palatable, I just personally don't like the game. I can see why people actually I don't quite understand what people like about the game. I would love to know how is this the highest, how is this better than Synapse? What do people play this and say this is the best game on the PSVR2? I don't get it. There's obviously something I must be missing, I guess. I don't get it. But the good news is that everyone else does get it. They think it's great. You're so far having a good time. So it could just be it's not a game that Adam likes. That's why there's different people. That's why there's different genres and games. It's perfectly fine. But I struggle, honestly, enjoying this game. And when they come out with multiplayer, I'm going to be honest, you're going to have to convince me to get back on and play that when we've got other games like you're about ready to talk about Arcane Age or Midnight Walk is showing up, Hitman is out. So now that I've done my little spiel, I know I'm wrong, Alex. I know you're going to one up me. The almighty Alex is going to tell me probably how I'm wrong. Go ahead and do it.
I just want to remind all the listeners and people who maybe don't know the thing about Adam that I'm about to reveal is that if you make a game and you don't reward Adam for just playing the game poorly for long enough, he's not going to like it. Adam's the kind of guy who will just play a game, and if you play the game for 5 hours, guess what? You get the god weapon that kills everything. That's Adam's kind of game. That's called Kingdom Hearts. That's called all his Final Fantasy garbage that he likes.
Not
Adam
true at all.
Adam wants to be rewarded for time in the game, not for his actual skill in the game. That being said, his point that it's high rated more highly than Synapse, I don't get it either. I mean, I will say I'm the opposite of Adam. I find myself almost getting into trouble because I want to keep playing this game too long. I'll play it on a lunch break, and then I got to talk to my boss about why I'm 30 minutes late or something like that. Because it's just like I can't get enough. I can't get enough. I'll put the headset on and be like, Alex, stop it. You bought some other game. You need to play this other game. And it's like, let's just play a little bit more Underdogs, though. Let's just do a little bit more Underdogs. And so I do that little bit more Underdogs, and I'm having so much fun. So
So you're having, I just don't understand how you're having fun. Like what about it is fun?
I like experimenting with punching the enemies in different ways, picking up an enemy, throwing them in the air, punching them, seeing what's better. Do I slam them with both fists? Do I bash them? Do I pick them up and try to throw them into other enemies? Do I pick up two enemies and slam them into each other? Do I throw them into the environment? Something you didn't even mention. The boss fight is great because it's like another big mech, just like me, and you actually got to time your punches because if you time it and you counter them just right, you stun them, you get a bunch of damage. I love the adrenaline rush of being in a deep in a fight, deep in a run, and I get my arm torn off and I get my cockpit blown apart, and all I have is like my one arm, and I can barely move around, but I somehow fight perfectly and get my strategy together, get my act together, and I make it through that fight. It feels riveting. It feels exciting, and I love
And then
that
you know you're
feeling.
gonna die the next round because you can't
No,
prepare your whole mech that much. You
no,
can
you
only
can,
hold it some.
Adam, you can buy extra arms. I have extra arms. I have repair kits. I have things like that, and those things help. I mean, there's
Yeah, they help. It's just inevitable. I don't get it. I felt no adrenaline. The adrenaline I feel is when I'm down 40 love, I'm about ready to lose to T Deuceif in on court, tennis on court, and I come back and I take him the deuce and I win. That is adrenaline. That is stress. That is fun. I don't get it.
So underdogs is boxing and tennis on court is tennis. Do you know what they say tennis is? Do you know how they compare tennis and boxing? There's a famous saying. Tennis is boxing for cowards. Adam, you're a coward and I'm a real
That
fighter.
is bull crap. That is
Adam, we
BS.
get speaking of cowards, we got a quiz for Adam so Adam can eat a
There's
bean.
no way you made that up, right?
I didn't make that up. It's boxing is tennis for cowards.
Bull crap.
Adam, here's the quiz. It's underdogs quiz, so you better
Wait, do
know
you
this
want to
stuff.
say anything else? Are we done? We just going to the quiz? Like, you think it's
Okay, Adam doesn't like underdogs. I freaking love underdogs. I think it's well worth the price of admission. It'll probably be on sale for 20 bucks. They're adding a new update coming in that's going to add the headset rumble and have a rampage mode where you can build whatever you can start out with whatever thing you want. Adam, you didn't even mention the sandboxer mode. The community will build levels and build runs that you can play through. And so you have like unlimited levels and arenas that you can play through as well. I love the
You didn't let me
combat.
finish. I wanted you to rebuke me first, or maybe rebuke is the real way, you freaking jerk. The rampage mode sounds like, yeah, let me build my loadout. I don't want your rare weapons. They freaking suck. Or give me something that I can effing use the buzzsaw and cut it in half. You don't give me a buzzsaw and it does less damage than a punch. It's stupid. And it overheats? What is that? Garbage. That's what it is. And then multiplayer, okay, maybe to kill you. If we get multiplayer and I kill you, well, you have to admit that I'm not bad at the game and that's not why I like it.
I'm gonna let you win because that's the only way I can get you to keep playing the game.
Get the F out of here. Just like you let me be in C Smash and Wipeout and
And you kept playing, and you kept playing those games.
I hate you. Okay, let's go on to this quiz. Alex think it's worth it. I mean, I see the value in underdogs. Me personally, I don't enjoy the game. I don't find it fun.
Do I think it's the best PSVR2 game like it's rated on the store? No, I don't. Do I think it's a very, very good? I was skeptical. I was like, another arena beat 'em up like we have with Swordsman and we have with Gorn and we have. It sounded
Yeah.
like every other kind of like crappy tech demo, but it turns out that they have enough flavor, they have enough variety, and the combat is just engaging enough to where I'm here for it and I want to play the hell out of this game.
I will say
Adam,
it is the best of those arena fighters by
yeah,
far.
for
I
sure, for
will
sure.
say that 100%. But you're right. I get caught up when they're like, oh, it's a 4.95 out of 5 stars. I don't get that.
Yeah, I
There's
don't get
no
that
way.
either.
But you're right. I think I'm glad you brought it up. To give them their flowers of this type of game, it is easily the best. All right.
You ready to eat a bean?
End
We
it
got
up.
5 questions. 5 questions. If you get 3 of them right, I eat a bean. If you get less than 3 right, you eat a bean. Adam, question number 1. What's the name of the city you're fighting in?
Starts with for me. It starts with a B. Um,
Oh, you're closer than I thought you'd be. Okay.
yeah,
They say it all the time.
it's BRA, but it's like I can't even. I don't even know if I can. I can't pronounce it. But
Spell it.
I don't know how you say it. BRAGG. I don't remember the last few. There's like 3 other letters. Um, I
Yeah,
don't
5
know.
seconds.
Bragadam City.
You're fighting in New Braca. New Braca.
Braca.
Braca, Braca.
Okay.
Braca, Braca.
Stupid. Okay.
What is the name? What is the name of your mech?
Gorilla. F you, that counts. Lil Gorilla. Whatever you want to counts. Give it to me.
We're gonna hang that one as a if maybe. It's called the Rilla. It's called the Rilla, which is short
Dude,
for
but it's a
gorilla.
gorilla, dog.
I don't care what it is. It's a robot. Can't
Yeah,
just say it's
but
called the robot.
gorilla stands for gorilla.
All right,
Let's see
next
if it
question.
matters. Let's see if it matters. Let's go. Okay.
Next question. This Hollywood blockbuster starring Hugh Jackman and Evangeline Lilly in a future where robot boxing has replaced human boxing has what title?
That is just so unfair. That has nothing to do with the game. Is it referenced in the game?
I haven't beaten the game yet, so I don't know.
Then I think this should get kicked out. That's a bullcrap question. How am I supposed to know that? Mech boxing instead of human boxing. I mean, there's no effing way. Mech boxing 2020.
If it helps, it's the last movie I cried watching.
Oh my. The Frog Prince and the Princess, or whatever that's called.
No, it's Real Steel. I really did cry watching it. I don't know what happened there.
Such a pain.
Yeah, I was on an airplane. It kind of puts me in a weird spot. Anyways, not a good movie.
Being the guy, you're standing or sitting beside this stranger. They're watching Steel Rack or Steel, whatever it's called. This guy's crying in the middle of the fight. What a freaking loser.
And the best part is, I'm not even watching my movie. I'm watching on their screen in the airplane, crying at real steel. I can't even hear what's not.
Wait, you
That's not
can't
what
even
happened. That's
hear
not
it?
what. No, that's not what happened.
Okay, okay, okay. I'm about ready to lose it. Oh my.
It's so funny.
So I have to
But yeah,
get
I
these
guess,
two right even to have a shot. Okay.
what is the main character's name?
You want to spin or you want me to spin?
Okay, Adam. I'll grant you that the real steel question wasn't fair.
Yeah,
If you get the next question right, I will eat a bean.
yeah.
Because that will be half the questions you got right, okay?
No,
The main character's
I
name
did.
the main character's
I haven't
name
gotten any of them right.
No, you got the Rilla. I'll give that to you. The main character, and I was impressed. I say you got half of Braca right, and you got half of Gorilla right. So I'll give you 1 point for that. The main character's name is Rig. You got that wrong. All right,
Rig.
Adam. In
I
Act
should have known
One,
that. That one I should have known. Yeah, okay.
in Act One, you can make 5 different moves between the fights. So after the fight, you can make these different moves to prep for the next fight.
Yep.
Name 4 of the 5 different moves you can make?
Shop, repair, or fix, whatever it's called. Hail and trade.
What's the
Yeah,
fifth
why
one?
would you do that? That's like primary gameplay. I played the game. It's all these little freaking stupid details that don't matter that I don't remember. I'm actually upset that I don't know the third one too. Is it like search or like
The
what?
fifth one. No, hail is search. The fifth one is bribe.
Yeah, it's that dude sitting there and he
Well,
gives
it's like
you
always a different
money.
person, but you can
Yeah,
fix the fight a certain way.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That I should have gotten that one too, but okay. I mean, I kind of feel bad. We should both eat a bean. I want you to eat another one. I'll because I didn't get it right. I mean, having one unfair one, I think is fair. First spin, is it for you or me?
For me,
Okay, that was a good
we
spin.
just both eat. We just both eat what comes out.
Dead serious. It's right on the line of barf and old bandage. Right on the perfectly centered. We
So
respin.
neither one is good. So respin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Please be toothpaste. I haven't brushed my teeth today. Please be toothpaste.
Stink bug.
Oh, that's better than
Yeah, but
better than
stink bug
bandage.
isn't great. Oh, that's effing disgusting. There's a
Stink bug.
hair in
Yeah.
here. Where'd the hair come from? Oh, that is nasty. It's black. I don't even have black hair. Where did it come from?
I have a new dog that has black hair that I find everywhere, but it can't be in your beans.
Dude, my beans are like hardening and sticking together. What's this even look like? Oh, I see. Dude, this
Oh, my stink bug wasn't that bad. I think it was actually the other one. Stink bug. I think mine was toasted marshmallow, but it
ah,
still didn't taste good.
you would know if it's stink bug. There's
Yeah, it
no
didn't. It didn't fill my mouth like stink bug did.
oh,
All right, Adam. While you choke that down, I'll talk about Arcanage a little bit. So,
oh.
this isn't a review of Arcanage. This is impressions, but Arcanage was a big release that came out, and people were hyped for it, and I was skeptical of it because it doesn't really present itself very well. I mean, you're like a organic tree robot or something like that, which wasn't super exciting. But it's made by Vitruvius Technologies, and they publish it too. Now, the big knock about Arcanage is it's $40. It's a $39 game, $39.99. So that's pretty steep. Um, but it's an action adventure game, and you're like this robot, half like organic thing. And I don't care about the plot. I don't care about the setting. I think the setting's a little bit stupid looking. I think the plot is pretty like you're trying to, research and save some race called the Nara. I really don't care. What I care about is the gameplay in this game. This game feels like almost kind of like Metroid Prime. If you played that, but a lot more shooting and some melee combat. But it's like a traditional first person shooter where you go into a level and you shoot enemies and then you explore the level to unlock to get to the next section of the level or to the next level. But man, these guys have nailed the gameplay. It is one of the best like shooter games I've played in VR. It's one of the best melee games I've played in VR. It's one of the best locomotion games I've played in VR, and it's just overall some of the best combat I've played in VR and level design. So, Adam, just so you know, the combat is, quote unquote physics based. You have a sword, and with your sword, you can parry the bullets they shoot at you, but you also have to parry the enemy's attacks, and then you can like attack
Legendary
them.
Tales was physics based too, and that game sucked on ice. So you're not
So
doing
people like this better than Legendary Tales. I like Legendary Tales melee combat better, but people like this better than that. Um, but the combat, you can like dismember the enemies, so chop off their heads, chop off their limbs, stuff like that. You can grab the enemies if you want to. Um, but the other nice thing is there's also ranged combat. You have guns. You have different types of guns, and the guns are like modifiable. So you start off with just like a pistol, and it's pretty weak, but it's nice to like knock bullets away with the sword and then shoot them with the other gun that you have. And then you have a shotgun over your back that does more damage. And so you're doing things like the enemies are coming at you, you pull the shotgun out and blast them, and it knocks them to the ground. And then you go and cut their head off, stuff like that. It works really, really good. What's
Is
really
it
fun
like,
about the
is it very wave shooter-ish, or like is there a way you could be a little stealthy or
You can be stealthy. Yeah, it's
okay.
that's another great thing is you can be stealthy walking through a level because you're like in not the hugest level in the world, but you're in a level and there's enemies on patrol and you don't want to alert them all at the same time because you're probably going to die. So you kind of have to like pick them off, get their attention and stuff like that, and fight them that way. So it's not really a wave shooter in that
Is it
sense.
something like the style of the level and the size of the level, something like Light Brigade, where you could still kind of be stealthy, but and if you alert enemies, they'll come at you? Is it
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah,
okay?
I think so. I think the light brigade levels are probably no, I guess each individual section of the Light Brigade is smaller than like the level that you play in Arcane Age. Um, what's really nice though is as you get through, you unlock upgrades for the weapons, and they fundamentally change the weapons. So you find pieces like blueprints. You go to like a room, you put the chip in, put your weapon in, put the currency in, drop it down, and forge like a new attachment for your gun. And suddenly, your shotgun instead of a shotgun, it is like an assault rifle, or instead of a shotgun, it's like a plasma cannon shooting like a thick laser beam, and you're just blasting dudes with. And that happens for all your weapons. So right now, my sword has been transformed into what they call a god axe, and if I hold down the trigger and then swing my sword, it uses the eye tracking and it launches my sword wherever I'm looking. So I can be across the map and launch not the sword, launch the axe and hit some dude in the head, and then I hit the button again and it pulls the axe back. It feels amazing. So they've really dialed in some of the best combat I've seen in VR, balancing both melee and machine gun combat. Now, the next really cool thing is they have climbing, and normally climbing in VR sucks, but here you have these. If your hands are empty and you just shift them up like this, you just gesture your hands up. Little hooks come out and you grab them, and then you just climb really fast with the hooks. And so it's not annoying like looking for places to grab and stuff like in Call of the Mountain, but instead you're like hooking on these trees and then you're hanging from a hook and then blasting the enemies and stuff. I I could go on. This game is it's well worth the $40 price tag. I've played it for about 6 hours and I'm having so much fun with it. I haven't even gotten to the first boss fight. There's big boss fights here.
Oh, geez.
There's the
It
game is
unfortunately it doesn't. It only has a 4.86 star rating.
so
So
it must be less good than Underdogs. Yep, you might be right.
yeah.
Um, but it's a 15-hour campaign. Like it's a fully fledged single
And you're
player.
6 hours in, you haven't hit the first boss?
I mean, somebody killed me. I don't think I hit the first boss. If I did, I like maybe surprised me, or maybe I'm just not remembering that I fought.
Oh, okay, fair.
Maybe no, I think I did fight a boss. I can't remember too much about him. It's been like
It's
2 weeks.
PS5 Pro enhanced. Maybe
I have a
that's why.
PS5 Pro. I don't know what the difference is, but the game runs amazing. But the fact that it does everything, right? And here's the kicker, Ad. This is how you know it's going to be good. It's not on Quest. The Quest can't run it. It's on PCVR and just
Oh, that
PSVR2. So it is doing everything it can on the PSVR2. Talking about that eye tracking I was mentioning, it uses that eye tracking for what you're doing. The game is the goods, man. If you can get past the art style, which I feel bad, harping on it, it when you play the game, it's like, man, this is VR as hell, man. This game is so damn good.
what's wrong with the art style?
I don't know. It's just like it's not exciting for me. Like it's like green and robot stuff. It just doesn't feel threatening. Maybe I don't know. I just have a hard time getting
I'm
into it.
looking at it now. It freaking looks like Horizon.
Yeah, I don't really like the hard sell for Horizon either. This like semi-organic robotic stuff, it doesn't really do anything for me.
I think
Um,
we suck. So this, I'm not gonna lie. Do you think I would like this?
I don't see how anybody couldn't like this, honestly. I know you're cheap as hell, so you're not going to buy it at $40, but if it gets on sale, you better get that ish.
Well, I mean, I we said I gotta buy a game.
But $40 is hard for me to recommend like you to definitely buy it. I think it's well worth $40. It's so fun. It's so good. Um, yeah, it's probably the best like VR, one of the best VR only games. Like, it's up there with Synapse for me in terms of like just how fun it is to play, how good it is. It's a really really good game. The maybe one downside is that when you finish like a level, you do have to go through and kind of explore it, and they try to make this as kind of painless. But you got to like go through and find these little artifacts and stuff like that. I don't think you have to, but it's I always feel like, well, I'm there, so I'm gonna do it while I'm here, so I don't have to back travel.
Do you
Um,
get more upgrades or like what?
you get more upgrades, you get more like lore and stuff like that. Sometimes, I mean, you have to explore a bit to like unlock doors and things. But yeah, it can be kind of annoying sometimes. They do have a map, and you can turn like aggressive hints on in the map. I haven't gone all the way with like give me all the hints, but I've at least gone to like give me a compass pointing to where the thing is, and then I got to figure out how to get to that location. But they do a lot of really cool things. I mean, you played that game Shadow Legend on PSVR 1, right?
Yeah.
And you liked it, right?
Oh,
It's the same
from what
guys,
I
man.
remember, I don't remember like a ton, but I feel like it was a positive experience.
Yeah, these are the same guys. They've sharpened their tool set. They made a better game, and it's just four people on the team, man. It's a four people dev team, and they're putting all these other VR game studios to shame. It's real
Here's
good.
the,
It's real good.
I was like, okay, whatever. Alex is always overly positive, but where you got me is the fact that it's not on the Quest.
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, and it's weird. I know you agree. Sometimes you've got to stand on your principles, right?
Yeah.
And one of my principles is I don't want ports. I'm sorry, and it's not their fault. It just doesn't business wise make sense to make it great on the PSVR, right? If you're just
Yeah.
trying to get the most audience and rake in the most money, it doesn't make sense. But the fact that these people focused and did everything they could on the PSVR2, even if it's like, maybe it's not quite worth $40, that's $40 well spent because I'm supporting that vision.
Yeah. You look at the best games of PSVR 2, Legendary Tales, Synapse, Resident Evil, Gran Turismo, Arc and Age, PSVR 2 exclusives because they bring the heat, man. They use the technology. It's so good. So I highly recommend it. But Adam, we got to get moving here. We got to get moving. Adam, I want to do a pulse check. Pulse check, Adam, on some of these announcements that came out. Did you know that hand tracking was released on PSVR 2?
Yeah, I read an article about it.
Yeah. So there's two games out now, Warriors of Light, which I think is like a rhythm game, kind of like a Synth Rider or something.
Yep.
I don't know. I bought the game, but I haven't played it. I told them I bought it just to support you guys really working on this. And Waltz of the Wizard, which I bought a long time ago on sale, but they both use hand tracking now. So basically, you start the game, you got your hands, it'll see your hands. You can play the whole game without holding controllers. I just want to say that's cool. Also, a little bit of evidence that Sony is still developing PSVR 2 stuff. Like they're still developing this
But is it
technology.
them or is it the developers of the games?
Sony did it, and then the developers added it into their games.
Oh, okay.
So Sony was like, "We're going to add hand tracking," and I think it's impressive that they never promised it and they delivered it, and it seems to work really, really well. I use
This
hand
is
tracking on my
so
Quest
dangerous.
3.
This is so dangerous, though,
Why? Why?
because imagine playing Summer Lesson and now there's hand tracking. I mean, your hands can wander; they can do anything.
Yeah,
Mm,
I need haptic gloves then.
Chafe dog. You
About to
better
be
not be
chafe dog.
streaming.
Yeah,
You better not be streaming Summer Lesson. We can see what's happening with them hands now, son.
he won't be streaming Summer Lesson because I still have his copy. Don't tell him I said that. Um,
Dude, what? What? Bum. Give him his game back, you freaking bum.
Adam, I just want to hit some games that came out. Harpagun came out. Have you heard about Harpagun at all?
I've heard it. I don't like the name, but I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, it's not the best name, but this is a developer. I can't remember what developer it is, but they've made another game that was really good. Um, Dang it. Who was it? Harpagun. I don't know. It's got great reviews. It's like a shooting action game, fast-paced VR shooter. People are excited about it. I just wanted to mention that there's still quality games coming out. Something Random is the name of the company. What did they make, Adam? What did Something Random make?
That I don't know. You're better at the names of the developers and their history. I don't know.
I need you to vamp a little bit more so I can figure out what game it is. Toy Trains. They made Toy Trains. Okay.
Yes. The coup. Yes. The smoking hot coup.
Was that the game that they made? There you go. Well, they made Harpagun and it just came out and hey, it looks pretty good. So I
Hey,
wanted to
if that
highlight that.
coup isn't on there, then I ain't interested. Give me
You
a
play
trailer
as
with that coup.
you play as her. Adam, Midnight Walk got an announced release date. I think it's in May.
It's 2 days
And here's it.
before my birthday. I'm pumped. I'm gonna
So
play that so hard, the room is gonna stink.
here's what got me excited about it is that they made it as a flat game first, and then they made like work in VR, which means like they're making a game that they can sell to anybody, and then it has VR support. And I know a lot of people poo-poo that it doesn't have all the crazy VR interactions, but like Resident Evil is amazing, and that's how Resident Evil worked. Gran Turismo is amazing. Rez is amazing. So some of the best VR experiences come from a fully developed flat game that had VR added in. So I'm excited about that.
I'm excited that it's going to be, yeah, it may not have all the like the great things, but one, it's not a port, right?
Yep. Yep.
It is going to be a full-fledged game. So it's not one of these half-baked games. Like I love Runner, but like Runner's kind of like half-baked, right?
Yeah.
This is gonna have a full game, and two, it's just a style. It looks like Nightmare Before Christmas gone wrong. I mean, I don't know what the game's about. I
Yeah.
could totally be wrong. It may not be adult themed whatsoever, but it's so unique looking and cool. Ever since it showed up on the State of Play, I've been waiting for this. I am going to buy that game, but that won't be the game that I promised to buy from this week.
Yeah. We can do a gaming is in session / PSVR episode on that because I'm pumped about it too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What's next?
Um, Resist came out. This is a game where you're basically Spider-Man moving through city and shooting guys. So you have like grappling hooks and swinging from buildings and stuff like that. Any excitement there for you?
And so you're swinging as you're freaking picking people off?
Yep. 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 It's like $20 too.
Sounds like that could be fun. It
Sounds
could
like that.
suck. It could go either way, but without playing it, there's no way to know.
The initial impressions that I'm reading are good. So I probably
Is
might
it
buy
is
that here
that out
soon.
already?
I think it came out like yesterday or something like that.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And
maybe
then the
I'll
last
have
one,
to be
Adam.
one. Oh, dang.
Uh, you want a more sports game? How about the hardest sport? What do you think the hardest sport is, Adam?
Darts.
Darts VR2. That's right. I forgot you can see the script.
Yeah, I
Darts
see.
VR2,
I'm
Adam.
a freaking idiot. You didn't see where, you didn't think I knew where you were going? First of all, that's not true. Darts is not the hardest, but I don't know if there's not enough movement for in VR for you to appreciate a game like this. I mean, that's not special. Tennis is special because I'm moving in my room. I'm bending and swinging. Like, yeah, skip it.
I kind of put it on there as a joke, but I did it kind of got me like first of all, this is the second one, Darts VR2. So they must have done well enough
Isn't
with
it
Darts
wild they did
VR1.
well enough with Darts VR that
Yeah.
warranted a sequel? That's wild.
But then I started thinking like what you could make if they're going for just realistic darts, like I kind of don't care. But imagine like a darts game that kind of went off the rails and like like all you can do is throw darts, but like you got some wild stuff going on. Dartboard moving. You got
Yeah, like almost like if you're doing mini golf, but with darts
yeah.
instead of. Is that what this is though?
I don't know. I barely looked at this game. I put it on there as a kind of a joke for you.
Is
But
there multiplayer?
okay, is this the game you're going to buy now, Adam? You're going to buy out of all the games you're talking about. You're going to buy Darts VR2.
I mean, not necessarily.
Sorry, Darts VR2 Bullseye is the
Oh,
name. The most true to life darts experience. It's made by Immersive Gametronic Studios. If that doesn't scream quality, single player
oh, but
fun.
there is a zombie hand holding the dartboard, so you might be right. It might be like kind of weird.
Wait, yeah, it says zombie hunting using darts. So I guess you're fighting zombies with darts.
That's not cool then. Like, I want it to be like a mini golf vibe. Like, I don't know if you've ever been to somewhere like Putt Shack or somewhere like where they've just got these cutesy little courses, and you still have to have skill, but it's creative each
Yeah,
course.
what if like walkabout mini golf, but darts instead of mini golf,
Exactly.
right? That would
That
be really
I would
good.
buy. But if it's just like you're pegging zombies with darts, like that's not fun.
It does say it has multiplayer. It says 8 online players. So you could. How awful would it be sitting there waiting for 7 other people to do darts just for you to get to play again?
Okay, so well, I bet it's like two people can play, but eight up to eight people could join you.
Yeah, I know, but like that, man, I
Oh
would not
yeah.
want to sit
If
there and wait.
anyone wants to play Darts 2 VR Bullseye, let us know. Maybe we'll pull the trigger. But yeah, it's an interesting. See, we got a lot more discussion out of it. We're probably going to run a bit into a third segment. Unless we just like go hog.
Let's kill it on the sales. Let's go. Let's go. We can do it.
Let's do it.
You ready?
Yeah, bring it on, big boy.
Not for broadcast VR, $4.99.
Yes, but it was on PlayStation Plus. So if you haven't bought it now, you shouldn't buy it now. Like, you get it. Yeah.
Kill it with Fire VR, $2.99.
Looks stupid. No.
It's kind of fun.
I know.
System
Yeah, I liked it.
System Critical 2, $4.99.
It's critical you bypass this game. Save it for Arcanage.
After the Fall Deluxe Edition, $9.99.
Fall in love with Arcanage, not this game.
Cryman Mercenary Tales, $8.54.
I honestly never even heard of that. Don't know. So I'm not buying it.
Retropolis 2, Never Say Goodbye, $8.24.
Oh, how much?
$8.24.
Oh, yeah. If you played the first one, that's not a bad price. It's probably honestly worth it. But if you didn't play the first one, don't buy this.
A Fisherman's Tale, $4.94.
A Fisherman's Way to save $4.94.
What about a Fisherman's Tale bundle that includes the second Fisherman's Tale game for $9.89?
Oh, that's pretty good. That's actually a pretty good deal.
That is a pretty good deal, yeah.
Yeah, you should probably, if you haven't, you like puzzle games, you should probably buy that.
VR Skater, $11.54.
Yeah, it's a good game.
That game's good.
It's a good game. Yeah.
It's a very good VR game. Mixture for $8.24.
You played this. I didn't.
Yeah, it's not bad. $10 is a good price for it. So yeah, I'd say yeah. Awesome Asteroids, $2.79.
No. No.
No. Colossal Cave VR, $6.99.
Colossal waste of however much money you just said.
Suicide Guy VR Deluxe, $3.79.
Yeah, I looked at this. It doesn't look very fun. I haven't played it, but it doesn't look great.
Dyschronia Bundle, $15.99.
No, read a book. Go to the library. Ask the librarian for a book.
On small penises, Gazzlers for $3.99.
No, I know you're gonna say it was worth $4, but like, yeah.
It's hard to find a game that's not potentially worth $4. It's just a on rails shooter, literally on rails. You're on a train. Creed, $19.99.
I'm out. I'm not buying this.
Space Fist, $5.79.
I'll show you where I'm gonna put my fist, but it ain't in space.
Where is it?
In the next game.
Cactus Cowboy Desert Warfare, $3.99.
Yep, buy it. That's the game. No, I'm joking.
Vetrix World, $5.99.
Not bad. Yeah. I'd say if you like Tetris, I think that's worth it.
Unplugged Air Guitar, $7.99.
No.
What the Bat, $9.99.
You think yes, right?
Yeah, it's fun. It's like WarioWare.
I don't know. But okay.
Dark Sword Battle Eternity, $8.99.
Could you come up with a more general sucky title? No.
Yeah, it might be good, but I have no idea what that game is. Hitman World of Assassination, $44.99.
If it was deep on sale, I was gonna be ticked because I just bought it. I was gonna be furious. I haven't played it. That's the next game we're gonna play and review and have a podcast on. So stay tuned next week. I don't know. I'm gonna say yes. It sounds good. People like it. I don't know.
You can buy it physical for cheaper, I think, honestly. Happy Funland, $11.74.
No.
Let's see. Humanity, $14.99.
It's free on PlayStation Plus.
Afterlife VR, $7.49.
Yeah. If you like horror, you want a good, yeah, it's worth it.
Hellsweeper VR, $14.99.
No.
They did hard. Okay. I won't argue with you. Tennis on Court, $17.49.
I really wish this were like $10 because it would be a fire sale. Everyone needs it. 17, if you like tennis, it's definitely worth it. Buy it.
Borderbots VR 9.99.
Border bots. I'm not crossing that border. I'm not an illegal alien. Get out of here. No.
Townsman VR 19.99.
Yes. Good game. That's the next game I want to play in VR. Like finish.
Res Infinite 14.99.
Oh, easy. Money. Take it to the bank.
Garden of the Sea 9.99.
No.
We got to get going. Synth Rider Cyberpunk Ascent. No. Toss 9.99.
No.
Drums Rock 10.99.
Absolutely not.
Red Matter 10.99.
No.
Switchback 17.09. Get this, Adam, just to shut me up.
I thought about it, but no. It's too bad.
Beat the Beats 11.99.
Beat off? No.
Arizona Sunshine 2 23.99.
Absolutely not.
Tetris Effect Connected 23.99.
No, garbage game.
Vertigo 2 1949.
Mm, How much?
1949.
No.
Adam, we got to do segment 3. There's too many games. All right.
The thing is, I was on the PlayStation Store and it didn't look like that many. Where are you getting your sales?
PS prices, baby. PS prices. There's
I
a lot.
think they're wrong. I literally was on the PlayStation Store. I was looking at games to buy. I do remember some of the games you've mentioned were, in fact, on sale, but there were not this many.
Well, I will tell you in the next segment if I'm wrong, and we'll just make it a short segment. But everything I'm clicking shows that these are true sales.
If you're wrong, PS Prices has to eat a bean.
Yeah, we'll send them a pack of beans. I gotta eat all the beans.
That sucks because now we gotta go. Now I feel like I gotta go back and we gotta decide what game I'm gonna buy first of all.
Yeah. Okay. We need the time then. So yeah, let's.
I'm like, okay, yeah. Well, we're gonna be back. It will be a short segment 3. Stick with us. The fun's still going. The train's still going. We're gonna go play some freaking darts because we have nothing better to do with our life. You know, freaking hit a. If you could hit a zombie anywhere in their body with a dart, where would you aim?
The penis. And if they didn't have a penis, it would be the penis. It would become their penis.
Yes, that's the correct answer. All right. Well done, Alex. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll be back. It is the most important segment 3 of Play PSVR2, the podcast. This is when you know we're in it. When we got when 3 seggers, that's when you know we are in it. We're not even done with the freaking sales.
Yeah.
Let's go. Now we don't got to rush through. I'm gonna really let you know what I think now.
Adam, I was feeling bad. Like, I'm tired. And it's like 3 segments, man. What am I doing? But the people want it, right? It's been a while since they've gotten a good Play PSVR episode. So let's
They
give it
want
to them.
as much as I want your mom's body, but I can't have it.
Speaking of body, O Shape Ultimate 10.99.
Oh, shape. Oh, shape?
I think it's where it'll have like a shape coming at you, and you got to like make your body into that shape.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen and heard. There is zero chance. I don't even know what price. You could have said it was 13 cents. Not worth it. Don't buy that crap.
So just to say it again, Switchback VR 1709.
I really am tempted. Like, I need it to be less than $10 for me to just throw the money away. Because I'm throwing away $20 if I buy that game.
I'd pay $7. I'd pay you the difference just so I could have somebody else verify for me that the game is not good.
But I don't want to waste your money either. Like that.
It would no. I'm saying I would pay the money to know the difference. Anyways, Beat the Beats VR 11.99.
Beat the beat. We have too many of these. Like you really got to do something unique to matter. And I don't think like yeah.
The thing about this one is it looks like most of those games is like somebody just kind of threw something together. Like it must be easy to make like a punching game in VR, but these guys seem like they actually tried to make it really good. So I probably bought it on sale a while ago because it does the production value is really good on it. Maybe I'll just try that before we
Well,
record
so
another
was Run
episode.
Dorothy Run, and that still sucked.
Hmm. Arizona Sunshine 2 for 23.99.
First, can't believe I didn't get a pushback. Run Dorothy Run was horrible. It wasn't good. What Arizona Sunshine 2? You've already said this.
Okay, sorry.
Are these
Adam,
repeats? Or are you just freaking giving me?
no, I was rushing through and now I'm trying to catch myself back up. I don't remember where I stopped. Um, Did so Arizona Sunshine 1, you can get it upgraded to the Arizona Sunshine 2 engine for $10. Would you do that?
No, the game was terrible. No.
It's pretty good. I've been playing that. Anyways.
Go figure.
Vertigo 2, 1949.
We've already covered. No, don't spend it.
Hotel R&R 1461.
No.
Gorilla Attack 324.
I feel like you asked that one too. You're like way down the list,
No,
dog.
I mentioned Gorilla Attack to you off the show to let you know that the links still work.
Oh, you're right. You're
Yep,
right.
yep,
You're
yep.
right.
Yep, yep, yep,
You're
yep,
right.
yep, yep,
Yep,
yep,
yep,
yep,
yep,
yep.
yep, 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 yep. Gorilla Attack. I mean, I don't know what this game is. I can't imagine it providing more than 10 minutes of novelty fun. So I'm gonna have to say no.
Synth Riders complete DLC collection for 77.99.
I mean, if you even consider this, what are you doing with your life? Seriously, like, like, come on. What's the normal price? 100?
119. Well, the big one is Synth Riders. That's just the DLC. Synth Riders plus the complete DLC collection is 84.49.
I mean, Synth Riders isn't bad, but the DLC, I mean, there's some like interesting songs, but it's too much. It's too
I don't
much.
want all of it. Yeah, I don't want all of it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nope.
Budget cuts for 1949. Budget cuts Ultimate Nightmare Update 1949.
You're the one who played this. I just don't think I've had enough of these type of games. I don't want to play this.
I will say the Nightmare Update sounds very scary. Very scary. There's an enemy at the end of Budget Cuts that's like a robot chasing you. You can't do anything. And the Nightmare Update is just like an add-on game of just that. That would be super scary to me.
Well, you're
Um,
a pansy. I like Slender Man. Is it like Slender Man?
no, but oddly enough, the guy chasing you is named Adam, so maybe that's why I'm terrified of it.
Oh, come here, Alex.
What are you squeezing?
You never
My
know.
boobs? My boobs?
Maybe. I
Um,
don't
Crossfire Sierra Squad 1949.
know. Yeah.
This is the thing, Adam. Crossfire Sierra Squad is so good, and there's so much wrong with it. I think you and I would both admit, like it's pretty much a wave shooter, and it's very constrained, and it's kind of buggy, and it's very simple. But I'll be damned if it's not just some of the most fun you can have, right?
Yeah. I I don't know what the mix is, but they got the mix right. It
Yeah.
feels, I like it better than Pavlov, even though admittedly I think the online player of Pavlov is better. I think the actual gameplay of Crossfire is better.
Yeah, I think the shooting mechanics and stuff is more fun in Crossfire to me.
Yeah.
Pavlov, it becomes like every other arcade shooter where like you have the weirdos who are just like crack shots and seem like they're cheating. Like I can't do that.
Yeah.
This is a funny one. Flight Simulator Delivery 2025 VR 974.
Well, I don't even know what that is.
So this game was originally called Flight Simulator 2025 VR, and it tricked people into thinking that it was Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is a very fully fledged like flight simulator game,
Yeah.
and you can play it in VR on PC. So a ton of people bought it, and then they got in trouble and they had to add the word delivery to the name. It's a budget title. It's horrible. Do
Uh,
not play it. Yeah,
okay. Okay.
yeah.
There we go. Don't do it.
Uh, Moss 2 for 12.99.
No.
Arizona Sunshine Freddy's bundle for 38.99.
I don't know what that means, but I'm still gonna say no.
Metal Hellsinger for 1949.
You've brought this one up a couple times. I don't really know about the game, but 20 bucks. I don't know.
Imagine playing Doom VFR, but you do extra damage if you shoot the bullets on beat with the music.
Sounds not. I like Doom VFR a lot.
I'll say this. I bought the game on sale and played it, and after I played it, I immediately went and bought all the DLC. The game's really fun. It's really fun.
Oh dang! So is that
Yeah.
one that I should consider buying? Like when I start?
I for some reason I don't think you'd like it. I don't if you don't get into the whole like rhythm aspect of it, it's not a very fun game, but I really enjoyed it.
Okay, okay, okay.
Metro Awakening Deluxe Edition for 32.99.
This is my bad. This was on PlayStation Plus and I got it, but I never played it. And now it's not on PlayStation Plus. I can't I can't swallow my pride and buy it after I could have played it for free.
So the other Metro games were on PlayStation Plus and they were not in VR. This is their VR only game and it is in VR.
Yeah,
It
I'm
was
pretty
never
sure I only got VR games from PlayStation Plus.
maybe it was the trial that you
Maybe
got
it
or
was a
something.
trial.
Yeah.
I remember downloading and being like, "Yeah, I need to play this," and then holy crap! Maydays is coming up. I mean, we've
Oh
got
yeah,
a
we
little
got like a
while.
month. Yeah.
Holy crap, Mayday! I need to start buying. I am buying darts too. I need games to play.
Darts too. Yeah, Maydays. Log in our channel in May to watch Adam play Darts 2 VR. Madison VR for 24.99.
uh, I didn't have that good a time with it. I'm gonna say no. It wasn't
What
even
about
necessary.
Masters of Light for 13.99? This is one of the hand tracking games.
What do you do?
I don't know. I bought it, but I
Oh,
don't know.
we don't know. I can't give you. I can't say.
Alien Rogue Incursion Deluxe Edition for 34.99.
This one I kind of am interested in, but that's like 35 bucks. That's a full game price. Come on, give me an actual sale here.
Get Out a Very Bad Dreams story for 8.49.
No, 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 no,
I
no.
will say the trailer looked very scary.
Well, you're freaking scared watching trailers for Barney's and Friends, so not very surprising.
Come on, man. What about VR Skater Pro Bundle for 29.99?
I mean, I would buy personally. I would buy VR Skater first at that discounted price, and if you like it, then just get DLC and stuff.
Here's one I didn't know about. 90s Extreme Skiing for 11.99.
My family is horrible. Winter games destroys my family. Broken back, torn rotator cuff, broken legs. No, even in VR, not worth the risk.
Not worth the risk. All right, that's the end of the sales, Adam. Adam, do you have a game in mind? Is it gonna be Switchback? Is that what we're doing?
No, 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 no. I am looking through even non-sales games because I mean, obviously, Arcane Age is the one that's like sounds like that could be pretty solid.
The thing is I'm not gonna tell you. I was gonna tell you something about Arcane Age. If I tell you, you're definitely not gonna buy it.
Oh geez.
It's not about the game. It was recently on sale. You missed a sale. It was on sale for like 29.99.
Of course.
I know. I know. It's like when you found out 10 Hearts was on sale. You groaned audibly. Oh.
10 Hearts was on sale?
There was some game that you spent like maybe it was Tiny Soldiers or something. There's some game that you paid full price for because you liked the demo so much, and then on sale it was like $10.
Oh, was it Townsman VR back in the day?
Townsman
That happened with
Townsman VR. Yeah, you were so distraught learning.
I mean, just
Oh,
garbage.
you know what you should play is Vendetta Forever. It's like the sequel to Super Hot.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's like $20 too.
Ooh,
He's writing it down.
wait,
He's
what?
got a little piece of paper. He's writing.
Yeah. What?
He's taking the shopping seriously.
Yeah, I
He's got to make
am.
a
And this is what I do. If I buy
spreadsheet.
a pair of shoes, if I buy a new shirt, I got to write down what are the prices, what are the sale price, what's the warranty, what. Like, what are the sizes you got? You can't just throw money around like it's freaking made on trees, dude.
So Vendetta Forever is made by the people that made Synapse. It's 24.99. Uh, it's been called the next VR must play, new contender for favorite VR game, and one of our favorite games of the year. Um, Shoot to kill and kill to move. So you're like stuck in a situation. You have to shoot an enemy, and then when they die, you can teleport to wherever that enemy was. And so killing enemies is how you move to where they're supposed to be. It looks so good.
Why is this telling me there's only 69 games for the PSVR 2? That's not right.
What are you doing, Adam?
I'm online. I looked up PSVR 2 games and it took me to the PlayStation Store and it's telling me there's only 69 games.
Mine says 276 results.
Yeah, I know what's happening
Are
here.
you just looking at the sales?
No. Some of these games aren't even on sale.
So Resist is 24.99. That's like that Spider-Man shooting game. Let me do all the hard work for you,
There
Adam.
was one other game that we've talked about here that I was like, it was that or Arcade Age. And it was, but what the heck?
Oh, so what about Subside? That's like it's supposed to be like scary and it's like swimming or something like that. What? Oh, there's a demo you can try. Oh, immersive aquatic VR experience. Okay, it's gonna be like kayak VR. Never mind.
Uh, uh,
Uh,
what in the freaking world? I mean,
Starship
we are
Troopers.
playing Hitman already,
Yeah,
right?
we're playing Hitman, but you got to buy a game, don't you? Into the Radius is really good. It's $30. You might not like it. You don't like the roguelike thing. You don't like when you die in games.
Yeah, it's freaking stupid. Like, I want to win. Why does someone not just have a list of every PS? That's what we need to do. We need to get the website back, and I need to put every PSVR 2 game.
You're gonna get Human Anatomy VR so you can try to look at a naked woman's body.
With hand tracking. Then talk to me. Okay.
Harpagun is $20. Harpagun, was that it?
No, no, no. I have
What
a
about
whole list of all the games here, and I'm looking. Cube VR seems interesting, but it needs to be on sale.
that's Minecraft, yeah.
Yeah, 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 for sure.
What
Forensic.
about
I don't know if that
Exocars?
was
It's
any
a
any
it's a
good.
racing game. Exocars. You're riding around in dune buggies.
Has to be multiplayer, otherwise it's not gonna be
Yeah.
good.
They haven't released the multiplayer yet,
Yeah,
no.
and then F them, F them. You
Oh,
need to
oh,
finish you. What do I have to do to get you to finish humanity?
pay me money. So here's one. This
Pay
game has a flat mode. I don't think you're gonna play it. It says this is not just a simple game, it's a dreamlike journey, an immersive experience to live to the fullest. I read people on Reddit were saying this game made them cry. It's called Onirium.
Why
What
would you want that?
if a video game can make me cry, man, like hey, that's
Dude,
something I gotta
you cry over everything. So it's
I
like
only cry over Hugh Jackman robot boxing, you know that.
uh the thing is like there's games that I want to that I have that I need to finish. I need to finish Townsman's VR. I'm not gonna play any more underdogs. I'm just gonna be honest. I think it's gonna have to be Arcane Age, dude.
I just feel bad because it's so expensive, but I think it's well worth it. It's really good.
I mean, $40 isn't like wild,
Well,
you
for you it
know.
is. Oh, what
I
is this?
mean,
Corridor VR. Oh no, I thought it was gonna be like crawling through a cave. This looks ugh. Can you sort by like rating and like only show me the ones that are above 4 stars because
uh, I also like I haven't beaten Behemoth. I don't necessarily want to go back to Behemoth, but I haven't done that. There's a lot of things. I think it's gonna be.
you should utility room.
Oh, you know what that is?
It's a wild game. You're like just in a universe. You have no idea what you're doing, and it's. I've seen videos of it. It's supposed to be you're behind the scenes of the universe. Man, it looks crazy.
Is it like what's that one game I love? VVR or whatever it
No,
was.
it's not VEV. No.
No, not VEV. There was that one that's like I tried. You started to play it, but then you stopped because
Oh, virtual
virtual
reality.
reality. Yeah,
No, that
like
game's
that
funny. This is
crazy
not
like
like
that.
no, this is not funny. It's like crazy, like an art piece type crazy.
Oh, okay. What do you think? Should I go? Let's just say I'm going to spend $40. Should I buy three games that total $40, or just blow it all on Arcane Age?
Arcane Age. I get Arcane Age because you got to play what's his name for free. Underdogs for free. Get Arcane Age.
Okay. Then if I don't like it, I'm going to come back and rip you a new one.
Or Adam, I'm gonna tell you, Paint the Town Red VR is $20. You will like that game. That game is so good.
Really?
Yeah, that game's so good.
Is it on sale?
No,
Mm, mm,
it's not on sale. Even though it's $20, it's
mm.
not on sale, so you're not gonna buy it.
Yeah, but even a little sale will do it.
Did
Uh,
you hear Light Brigade had another update? They added like two more character classes.
it's not good enough to keep going back to. I've already gone back to it
Shut
once.
up.
I'm
Shut up.
done with it. I think Arcane
Max.
Age is going to be it. Let's see if I like it better than Underdog. Should be interesting. Alex, we'll have another one of these. The next episode, I think, is going to be a joint gaming is in session along with our Play PSVR2, the podcast. That's going to be covering Hitman. I'm excited for that. I think it could be an incredible game. I've never played a Hitman game, so we're going to find out. We've got May Days coming up here. I mean, 20 days, right? 3 weeks, but
Yeah.
it's coming up. Um, yeah, let's. I do want to try one of the games with hand tracking. That is really cool. It's just It's like I don't know if I want to play those games. Maybe I should. Maybe.
See, I didn't want to play Waltz of the Wizard, but I kind of want to play it with hand tracking. Like hand tracking makes it seem like it might be interesting then.
Yeah,
So that's the only reason I wanted to exactly. I didn't want to play those games, but with hand tracking, it might be a lot more fun.
yeah, for sure. It could also because we are journalists. It may be beneficial that
Yeah.
we
We are journalists,
research,
aren't we?
we research and we bring it to the field. We let the people know, is it worth buying the game for the hand tracking? Or it might suck, right? You don't know. You don't know.
Are we doing only I think I'm only going to do VR games for Maydays. You can do whatever you want, but I think there's so many VR games that need to be played. Like looking at this library, there's games that have come out that I had no idea.
You're right. Yeah, I'm gonna do only fans. Yeah, agree.
Only only fans. Okay. Adam, that is it for episode who knows what of Play PSVR2
That's
the
right.
podcast. This is episode whatever. Sorry guys. It's been a while since we had a VR specific episode, but we got games to cover now. All right. There's a little bit of doldrums there. If you like what we're putting down, go ahead and go on YouTube. Go ahead and go on iTunes. We want to app. You know what? I want an Apple iTunes review is what I want. I haven't read one of those in a while. I don't care if it's good or bad. If it's bad, it might even be better. Give us 5 stars, but then say whatever the hell you want. I don't care. Also, I was walking down the street the other day, saw your auntie on the street, and she had no earbuds in because I said, "What's up?" She said, "There's no more good podcast to listen to in the world." And I said, "Have you heard of Play PSVR2 the podcast?" She said, "No." I said, "Have you heard of Gaming is in Session?" And she said, "No." Tell your auntie. Will you just tell your? I didn't want to shill it to her. Well, just tell your auntie about the podcast. All right. Send her an email. Send her a text. It's Easter coming up. Happy Easter. In the basket, in the egg, it's a little piece of paper curled up that says "Play PSVR2 the podcast." Maybe a QR code you can scan. Speaking of QR code, shout out to that guy as Will VR. Thanks for the comic books, man. We'll put information in the show notes here, and that's the way it goes. Thank you for listening to Play PSVR2 the podcast, where virtual reality is our reality.
Blammo!